Thank you guys for having me. I'm excited, very excited. I can't wait to, continue to put on, beautiful performances for you guys, and I can't wait. Let's do it.
Promoter Eddie Hearn and Matchroom have pulled off a major coup by securing the signing of IBF welterweight champion Jaron Ennis. At just 26 years old, Ennis boasts an impressive record of 31 wins with 28 knockouts, and he's now entered into a multi-fight deal with Hearn.
I just feel like this was the best move, for my career this far, and like I said, I can't wait to see, what's in store.
Ennis' electrifying performance against Royman Villa in his last bout left Atlantic City fans roaring as he knocked out Villa in the 10th round, marking his 31st victory in a fight that felt like a war from beginning to end.
I mean, when everybody coming, you just gotta make the right decision, the best decision for you. And I feel like I said before, I feel like this is the best decision, for my career this far.
In his previous fight, Ennis claimed the IBF interim welterweight title by defeating defensive specialist Karen Chikadzian via a 12-round unanimous decision. Although Ennis faced criticism for not targeting Chikadzian's body, who employed evasive tactics throughout the match, he ultimately secured the title. With Terrence Crawford out of contention, Ennis now holds the IBF World Welterweight crown outright, setting the stage for an exciting summer showdown under the guidance of Eddie Hearn.
That was very important because, like I always say, I want to fight the best guys, the top guys, and that's my goal. I want to stay active and fight the top guys, the best guys.
Ennis is brimming with excitement, fueled by dreams of becoming the undisputed world champion. With the support of Matchroom and DAZN, his aspirations may soon become reality.
Wow, you got him. 5 years I've been trying to sign this kid. I've known how good he is for so long, and I'm very, honoured that he's chosen me and us. And I'm really going to do a great job with him because I think this kid is a pound for pound great. I think he's a Hall of Famer. Obviously, he's already a world champion. I know he can become undisputed at 47. I think he can fight and beat the likes of Spence and Crawford and all those guys. So, going to get him active and show the world how great he is.
Eddie Hearn is ecstatic about the signing, viewing it as a monumental achievement for Matchroom Boxing and DAZN. He envisions big plans, big fights, and unforgettable nights, all aimed at elevating Boots into a household name synonymous with boxing greatness.
It's not an official, confirmation date on that yet. We still kind of just waiting for the venue and the exact date, but that's not an official thing yet.
Frank Martin, ranked number 2 by the WBA, has confirmed his upcoming bout against the illustrious Gervonta Tank Davis. Hailed as the face of boxing, Martin, boasting a record of 18 wins with 12 knockouts, disclosed that the specifics regarding the date and venue are still under wraps. Speculation suggests the showdown could unfold in Houston, Texas, slated for June 22nd. Available for viewing on Amazon Prime Video PPV.
A lot of people don't really know who I am in the boxing world, so it's one of them opportunities for me to go and wake the world up. Everybody know who Tank is, he's a star.
Martin is going to need a good chin for him to take the big shots from Tank Davis on June 22nd because he's going to be getting hit hard in this fight. Tank is vulnerable, as we saw in his fight against Isaac Pitbull Cruz, so you can't rule out an upset win for Martin if he can handle his power. The 29-year-old Martin, affectionately known as the Ghost, recently faced a tough challenge against Artem Hartyunyan last July, securing a narrow victory via a 12-round unanimous decision. Hailing from Detroit, Michigan, Martin recognizes the imperative to avoid a similar close call against Tank Davis if he aims to snatch the crown. Notably, Martin asserts there won't be any rehydration clauses or catchweight stipulations in his bout with Tank Davis, unlike the ordeal his teammate Ryan Garcia faced last year.
Just a tad bit, you gotta understand, man. Ryan he had a rehydration clause on him, so he was only able to rehydrate up a certain amount of weight from my understanding. So
Martin believes the weight stipulations that Ryan dealt played a part in his defeat because he wasn't able to rehydrate fully. Still, I think it wouldn't have mattered if Ryan didn't have any weight stipulations. He wasn't going to beat Tank that night.
He wasn't 100% his full self, so that not being 100% yourself in a big fight, that puts you at a disadvantage. So I don't believe that was 100% Ryan that was in there with it.
With the showdown looming, Martin anticipates a grueling encounter against Tank Davis, emphasizing the necessity of a sturdy chin to withstand Davis's ferocious blows. Despite Tank's vulnerabilities, evidenced in his bout against Isaac Pitbull Cruz, Martin remains optimistic about his chances, hinting at a potential upset if he can weather Davis's power.
I was never handed anything. It was never like, oh yeah, David Benavidez, he's gonna be a world champion in the future. Nobody ever said that. Everybody said he's fat, he's a fat kid, he's never gonna be world champion.
It appears that David Benavidez has resigned himself to the fact that he may never be able to entice the Mexican superstar Canelo Alvarez into the ring with him, despite persistent calls from Benavidez, dubbed the Mexican Monster, and the clamor of fans and experts urging Canelo to accept the challenge. Recent developments indicate that Canelo is demanding an exorbitant purse of $150 million for the fight to materialize. This demand has sparked significant criticism, prompting Benavidez to express frustration with what he perceives as Canelo's unreasonable stance. Consequently, Benavidez has announced his decision to shift his focus entirely to pursuing significant bouts in the light heavyweight division. With Canelo, it's that bullshit. He needs to be respectful. I won't bow my knee to anybody because I've earned my shot. This fight isn't happening because he wants $150 million. That's telling me he's scared. I don't think that Canelo fight is going to happen, so I've got to move on. These guys at 175 pounds are some killers. Now my mind is 100% focused on them. While Benavidez, with a record of 28-0, 24 KOs, is expected to deliver compelling matches in the light heavyweight category, the missed opportunity for a showdown with Canelo is undoubtedly disappointing. The potential clash between them promised an intense battle, but it seems increasingly unlikely to happen. The ramifications of Benavidez being avoided by Canelo may not be fully understood until some years down the line, but it certainly doesn't bode well for Canelo's legacy. Mexican fighters are traditionally revered for their willingness to face all challengers, particularly those openly acknowledging their fearlessness. Surprisingly, Canelo appears to lack a strong desire to confront Benavidez and silence his critics. This reluctance is a loss for both fans and Benavidez himself. Looking ahead, matchups like Benavidez against the winner of Artur Beterbiev versus Dimitri Bivol, as well as encounters with Alexander Gvozdyk and other light heavyweights, hold great promise for the division. The question remains whether the 27-year-old Benavidez can ascend to dominance at 175 pounds.
Just call him a big old useless tosser.
Yeah,
that was it. Big
exactly.
sausage.
And the talk.
And I stand by that. Stand by it.
Tyson Fury has declined the idea of Anthony Joshua facing him between his two showdowns with IBF WBA and WBO heavyweight champion Alexander Usyk, citing his focus on securing lucrative paychecks in Saudi Arabia. Fury, 34-0-1, 24 KOs, asserts that Joshua must wait his turn until after his engagements with Usyk, 21-0, 14 KOs, are concluded.
Joshua's an old dosser and he's got to wait his turn because he had his chance with Usyk and he lost fair and square. I'm not sure who witnessed that fight, or you, all you camera people. I'm not sure where you were. Maybe you were on holiday or in a different country or unavailable at that moment. But he actually did already lose to Usyk, not once but twice.
Fury is wary of jeopardizing his career prospects by tangling with Joshua amidst his profitable matchups with Usyk. Recognizing Joshua's formidable stature and threat, Fury anticipates a risky encounter where relying on judges' decisions won't suffice against AJ's power, with Joshua potentially overpowering him. Fury foresees a bleak outcome, fearing he'd be sidelined while Joshua basks in newfound glory, fueled by lucrative offers from Saudi official Turki Al-Sheikh.
So that puts him at the back of the queue and he has to wait until I've dealt with your man. You can't just overlook Usyk. Usyk's not just going to say, all right, I don't want me 75 million that I'm getting in the ring match, please just give me 50 grand to step aside. Think that's really going to happen? I don't think.
Opting to maintain loyalty to Usyk for the guaranteed Saudi paydays seems a safer bet for Fury, as a defeat against Joshua could dim prospects for a Usyk rematch, diminishing fan interest. Fury's apparent reluctance may hint at doubts regarding his ability to overcome Joshua, 28-3 with 25 knockouts, especially considering Joshua's recent improvements under Ben Davison's guidance, resembling his early pro career form from 2013.
Listen, if the fight happens, the fight happens. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen.
Subscribe. Please like and comment. This is very important for the development of the channel. See you later.